Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Mending Me TV series, Above the High, My Path to Conquering Addiction. I'm Crystal, your spiritual advisor, here to share my journey of battling addiction, discovering strength, and finding peace. This series is designed to provide insight, inspiration, and practical advice for anyone facing similar challenges. Over the next 12 segments, I'll discuss various aspects of my journey from understanding addiction to building a support network, offering valuable lessons and strategies. Whether you're seeking guidance or on your own path to recovery or looking to support a loved one, this series is aimed to provide tools and inspiration needed for a positive change. Thank you for joining me. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. Together, we can rise above the high. So, let me share with you my exact moment when I decided to quit marijuana. Um, I was sitting in my car and I was smoking and I'm thinking, I'm like talking to God, asking him like, okay, I'm doing everything right, God. I'm taking care of my son by myself. I'm working hard by myself. I'm handling all my business by myself, God. What am I not doing right? Because what I was doing, like the money wasn't looking how it's supposed to have been looking. So I'm like, something's wrong. What? And I was feeling like, okay, something's wrong, but I don't know what it is. And me thinking that marijuana is still my tool that I can use, and I'm not thinking that's something bad. So I'm asking God, and I'm like, God, what is it? What am I doing wrong? And He gave me the vision of a marijuana bud. And being me, I'm sitting there, I'm questioning him like, really? Like what I thought was a tool is no longer a tool for me. And I realized that the blunt that I was sitting here smoking was the reason that I wasn't getting where I wanted to be. How could something that once helped me through my biggest obstacles, how could it be hindering me right now? How could it be something that's stopping me from getting to my next level? I thought I thought it would be easy to quit it. After knowing all this, I thought it would be easy just to let it go, just to quit it. The emotions were tense. I felt fear about letting go of something I was so familiar with. Hope for a better future and a strong determination to make a change. It was a desperate situation, and I knew I needed to act. Now, let's talk about the motivation, my drive to quit. I wanted to increase my wealth. That was my main purpose. My money wasn't looking how it's supposed to be looking. I wasn't feeling that at all. I wasn't feeling that at all. And I wanted to increase my wealth. I wanted to gain a healthier life because I was still having those health issues from smoking weed. So I was already having problems with it. It was already causing me problems. So I was like, okay, these are things like these were signs telling me, okay, you need to let it go. But I wasn't paying attention to it. Me being sick or me with a sore throat or me coughing, it's like, okay, it's time to let it go. Just like babies need teething toys to help them develop before they develop their teeth, but eventually they grow out of it because they get their teeth, they don't need it anymore. The the tool is done what it's supposed to do. It helped to stimulate the gum so that the teeth can come in for the babies. And that's what marijuana did. It helped stimulate me. It helped stimulate me for my life to flourish. It got me over a hump that I wouldn't have got over without it. It did what it was supposed to do. And I realized that marijuana was something that I had outgrown. I wanted to improve my life, rebuild relationships, and achieve my career goals and discover more about myself. I wanted to give my body peace and discover I wanted to give my body peace that it deserved and to ensure that I was making the right decisions that benefited my life and my son's future. My determination played a critical role in my recovery. Setting clear goals and maintaining a positive mindset were essential. My goal was to achieve peace in my life 24/7, no matter what was happening around me. Staying focused on my empowering why I started this journey, kept me in a better headspace. Because I started this journey because I didn't have any freedom. My freedom was taken away from me when I became a single mother. I couldn't do as I was doing before I became a single mother. But now that my child was able to get himself dressed, he was able to do for himself as much as he could, and I didn't have to stop doing what I had to do and get him dressed and get him situated and get him ready. I was able to say, okay, let's go, and we out. It was no stopping me. It was no like, okay, I got to get the car seat. I got to go get this. I got to get this. I got to make sure I got that. I got to make sure. It was all these factors in it. So I didn't have that anymore. And when that was no longer a factor, or when he was able, not a factor, but when he was able to be able to do things for himself, that's when instead of me utilizing marijuana, I started abusing marijuana. And I used the strategy. And for me, I had to use strategies like affirmations, visualizations, and self-reward to build and maintain my strong resolve. Taking it one day at a time, keeping my faith, and staying connected with God were critical components to quitting marijuana. Let's reflect on some questions. Let's take a moment to reflect on some key questions that guided me through my journey. The specific moment I decided to quit was realizing that my hard-earned money wasn't growing because of my addiction. During a conversation with God, I asked if my smoking was hindering my progress, and the answer was yes. When God wants you to quit something, He will cause issues with the things you need the most to get your attention. In my case, it was my money. The things that I was most concerned about quitting was the withdrawal symptoms. But by the first time I made the final decision, God had already put my mind at ease with that. And thankfully, I didn't experience, when I finally said, I'm done with it, I'm so thankful that I didn't experience any withdrawal symptoms like I previously did when I tried to quit the other times. I confirmed within myself that I didn't need to smoke to live. God was on board with it. And a month later, when I quit, I started a better job. I was pushed into a world different from my own for growth and to pursue my purpose. I was put in a room where I knew I really wasn't supposed to be there. I was put in rooms I was not supposed to be in, but God opened up doors and was like, you in here. And when I decided to quit all of that, when I decided to quit all of the health issues that started to develop, like the persistent painful cough, the throat issues, and the pains in my stomach, they all they would all appear when I smoked and disappear when I didn't. And when I stopped smoking completely, all that stopped. And I knew that, and that's how I know that that was all a sign, like, I'm trying to get your attention. I'm trying to get your attention. And that's crazy because he was getting my attention with my body, having me cough, having me feel the pain and stuff, but it wasn't until he messed with my money. And I was like, whoa, what's going on now? Oh, that's funny. But I was on a journey to improve my life. I couldn't let this tool that was beneficial for me in the past stop me now because I was abusing it. I realized I was missing opportunities for growth by continuing to use this tool that I no longer needed. Hold on. I thought I deleted that. Why is that there? Marijuana had a significant impact on my life. It helped me find peace and clarity, allowing me to hear my thoughts and connect with God. I read that. I don't know what's going on. Overcoming marijuana addiction has been one of the toughest battles of my life. Before experiencing addiction, I didn't think I could get addicted to anything. You look at yourself and wonder, how do you get to this point? I had to face the hard truths and recognize the detrimental effects it had on my health and my relationships. But also remember the positive personal growths, the realization that it was hindering my progress and missing out on different opportunities by clinging to a habit was a wake-up call. It wasn't just about quitting. It was about understanding that I deserve better for my future. Embracing the journey to quit meant redefining my life without the crutch of marijuana. I had to find new ways to cope, to find peace and clarity, and to stay motivated. It meant letting go of something that had brought me so much comfort in the past and recognize that needing help didn't make me weak. And recognizing that needing help didn't make me weak, it made me human. In the end, this struggle has made me stronger and more determined to live my life free from the chains of addiction. It's a journey of self-discovery, self-worth, and growth. I am learning to trust my strength and the guidance of God, knowing that I have the power to overcome any obstacle through this process. I have learned that the true freedom comes from within, and by letting go of what no longer serves me, we make room for the life we truly deserve. As I wrap up this series, I want to hear from you. What has been some of one of the toughest challenges? What has been the toughest challenge you have faced when trying to break an addiction? And what strategies have helped you to overcome? I'm going to put a link in the bottom of the comments or wherever. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but it's a link. You click the link and it's going to lead you to a form. You can fill that form out. It's going to go directly to me and I will get back to you. If you have any questions, you can fill out the question that's in this. You can answer the question here or you can answer the question that's on the form. And thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I thank you so much. And remember that you are not alone on this journey. I'm right here with you. And together we can and we will rise above the high. Thank you.